Hey guys, David here. I just want to make a quick video. I'll follow up on the last masterclass that we gave about copy. Just want to show you guys how we actually build our copy out and kind of run you guys through the mental process of what we focus on whenever we're building out the ad copy, just so you guys can get a better idea on how to have successful ads. So let's get right into it. And also, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll be giving you guys a secret on I'll be giving you guys kind of a tool that isn't known for many marketers or for many people that are running ads on Facebook. So yeah, if you stick around, you'll be able to see what it is. So yeah, let's get started. The very first thing that I want to point out is that the beginning sentence of your ad copy matters probably more than anything else, because let's say you're reading a book, right? And you're not too sure if you actually want to buy the book, or if you just want to set it down and read something else. You're most probably going to read the first chapter or the first paragraph, and if it's not intriguing, you're going to set it down and move on and find a new thing to do. Same thing with ads. If you're on your phone, same thing with your ads. If you're on your phone and you're scrolling and you see just something that isn't relatable at all on Facebook, you're just going to keep on scrolling, right? So the very first sentence does matter on your ad copy, and one of the things that I've been finding great success with in our ads is asking intriguing questions directly to your target audience. So an example of an intriguing question, that's an open-ended question as well, is why don't more home owners know about this? So with that question, you're creating FOMO, you're creating fear of missing out, and you're targeting your audience directly. We're working with real estate investors, so the target audience for a real estate investor is someone that's looking to sell their home. So in order to sell your home, you need to be the owner of the home. So you're targeting homeowners, and you're creating a fear of missing out on the homeowner, because if a homeowner is reading that on their phone, how come more homeowners don't know about this? They're going to keep on reading because they want to know exactly what you're talking about. They don't want to remain ignorant. For the most part, a lot of people don't want to remain ignorant. So for this next part of the copy, you want to address the problem that your target audience is facing, and you want to start introducing the solution. And for homeowners that are looking to sell their home, one of the biggest issues is that they don't want to pay fees. No one wants to pay fees. And if you sold something on eBay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They have fees for every little thing that you can possibly imagine. So you might as well just address that from the get-go. You can sell your home without paying any fees. Right, so you address the problem. Homeowners don't want to pay fees whenever selling their home. And this next part, you want to resonate with your audience. And what I mean by that is you want to kind of relate to them in a way. So you got to think about it. The people that are looking to sell their home, some of them, they're in a good spot, but for the most part, they're, going through a tough situation. So you want to put something that's relatable, like life comes at you quick. We've all been there. If you are facing any of these situations, we got your back. So right there, you're letting them know, hey, if you're facing any of the following situations, we can help, because at the end of the day, you're there to help. And this is where you start introducing the bullet points. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. I mentioned it in the previous video that I posted on the website and on the group, but I'll go more into depth here about the bullet point list. So the reason why I'm copying these green check mark emojis is because of the Facebook algorithm, and I won't go too deep into this, to what I mean by the Facebook algorithm, since I already talked about it in the previous video. But the gist of it is that Facebook is focusing a lot more on their the copy for the ads. So they're focusing on the keywords that you're posting on your ads and on your creative, in order to actually put the ad in front of someone that's interested on your ad or in your services. And these bullet points help a lot, especially with the emojis, because the emojis help the algorithm or the emojis help the ad get around the algorithm a little bit quicker. In these bullet points, you want to address the individual situations that your prospect might be facing. So if they're looking to sell their home, maybe they're behind on payments, or maybe they have maybe they're in probate court, or they're selling due to a divorce, or I don't know, maybe they got a new job and they're moving to a new state, so they're moving to Texas or any other state, but I recommend Texas. It's the best state there is. And or if you simply need to sell your house quick. Right? So the point about the bullet list that I'm trying to make is that you want to focus on the problems that they're facing specifically. So rather than trying to resonate with them in general, like life comes at you quick, that's a very broad statement to try to relate to someone. Everyone can relate. You actually want to go a little bit deeper in the bullet point list so that they can feel like, all right, my individual situation, they've worked with it, they can help me. And in this last part is the call to action. And a very useful tip that my friend slash mentor gave me in the call to action is kind of adding value to it, making it more of a call to value than a call to action. So a call to action would be, click the button below to learn more. And a call to value is probably like, I'll get a free, no obligation cash offer by clicking the learn more button below. So right there, the call to value, it's get a free, no obligation cash offer. So that's very valuable to someone that's looking to sell their home. And the action part that they have to do, you want to keep it as simple as possible. So just click the learn more button that's below. And from there, you plug it into the Facebook Manager, you copy and paste that, you put your creative, and if you have a funnel or a lead form for them to fill out, you go ahead and input that in the Facebook Manager as well. Also, another thing that I do want to point out about ad copy that I know a lot of people miss, you don't want to sound like a robot. That's just annoying. You're talking at the end of the day, someone's on the end of the phone or on the end of the computer reading it like an actual human being. So you might as well talk to them and address them like an actual human being. That's just something that you want to keep in mind. You don't want to sound like if it's someone that doesn't even care, just typing up a crappy ad. You actually want to try to relate to the person. Try to make it more of a one-on-one talk rather than a person talking to a group. And also another thing is you don't want to copy the ad copy from other investors or from other competitors, whatever your business is. For this case, we're obviously focusing on real estate investors, but that's a general rule. I mean, you don't want to copy word for word what they're saying. That's just tacky. Not only can your audience tell that it's unoriginal, but I mean, just don't do it. Come on. So now once you get onto the part that I promised y'all, the tool that we use here at GoodFit Media a lot, and that everyone that runs ads for any of their businesses, you have to be aware of this tool. So it's the Facebook ad library. The way you get here, you literally just put Facebook/ads/library, and you come up right here. So what this is a library of all of the Facebook ads that have been ran by businesses previously, or that are being ran at the moment currently by businesses. So you can search ads based on the country. In this case, we'll leave it at the U.S. and based on category. So there's special ad categories like housing, politics, employment, or credit. So for this one, we'll just keep it at all ads. And then here you can search by keyword or by advertiser. So we'll look up home buyer. Actually, let's look up real estate investor, since that's what the example was. And you can see there's different pages, so you can look up the ads that each individual page is running. So if I click on real estate investor, it will take me to the ads that only that page has posted. Or in this case, I'll go ahead and look it up by the phrase, that we can get more results and see what the competition's doing. So it'll take a little bit to load, and there it is. You have 1,300 results for real estate investor. So here we have a couple of ads by the real estate investor goddess, by Balboa Investments, Arizona Home Buyer Team, and Max Offer Properties. And look, here's a perfect example of what I was talking about. So Balboa, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There it is. So Balboa Investments and Homeowner Buyer Team. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but they have the exact same ad copy and the same picture. So they just copied and pasted it from their competition. One is in Arizona, one is in Northern South Carolina. Maybe it's the same owner, who knows? But I mean, you guys can tell what I'm talking about. It's unoriginal. Just don't do it. There's another person here who has the exact same ad copy, so just copy and paste it. So yeah, you guys can tell what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can do another search for another keyword, just so that we can get a better idea of how to use this tool. So let's look up home buyers. Alright, and here you can see that we have 9,000 results. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what is going on in the market as far as ad copy. So here's a cool ad by Traction Home Buyers. I've been getting actually pretty impressive results with having the picture, the creative, be a text-based image. So rather than having a picture of a home, see if we can find an example. Rather than having a picture of a home like this type of ad, which does get results, I've been seeing that having text on your picture has been increasing the number of leads that we get, especially when you have something like cash offer in minutes in your ad creative. Like, that's gonna get attention if someone's in that situation. Same thing with this one, free cash offer in minutes, and they have a picture of a beat up home in any condition, meaning they'll buy homes that are beat up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ad copy for Traction Home Buyer. So here it is. You've probably heard it. You can go ahead and pause the video and read the caption. But it's mainly the same format, trying to captivate the attention. They don't want to remain ignorant. You've probably already heard it, but what if you haven't? And then addressing the problem, and then introducing the solution, briefly describing their services, and then they have, just bullet points about what they do. They give you a cash offer, fast close, sell your home as is, no costly repairs, no commissions. You don't have to deal with a real estate agent. It's direct to the buyer. And then the call to action, click learn more. There's absolutely no obligation whatsoever. We'll make you an offer. It's only yes or no. So again, they're trying to keep it simple, and they're trying to make it a little bit relatable by actually putting the name of who they're contacting. Right? So call or text Lauren, and here's Lauren's phone number. And I bet you $5 that if you call or text this number, it's gonna be Lauren picking up the phone. Another thing that I do want to point out about this is multiple versions of this ad. So as you can see, there are 8 versions of this ad. And actually, if we click on this arrow, it will take you to the different versions. You can see this ID number changes as I click. However, the ad copy and the creative, the picture, stays the same as I flip through the versions of the ad. And what that tells me is that the ad is working for them. Because you got to think about it logically. If the ad wasn't getting results for them, they wouldn't duplicate it 8 times over. I mean, you'll only duplicate an ad when it's bringing good results, right? So if they're duplicating the ad 8 times, you can infer that it's getting good results for them. So yeah, that's just one thing that you can kind of infer. It doesn't this Facebook ad library doesn't really tell you the results that they've been getting on their ads. That's something that only the person or the business that is running the ad can tell. As you can see, there's only more information about the ad when you click on the little drop down arrow. But as far as seeing the results that they're getting, that's not something that is shown here. So that's kind of something that you have to infer, and that's why having this tool is amazing. And the way you reach it again is facebook.com/ads/library, and it'll take you to that first homepage. And yeah, you can just search up and nerd out like I do. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Let me know if you guys have any other questions or any other topics that you want to see a video in. I'd love to make it. And if you guys have any other questions, you guys can message me or Gian. And yeah, I'll see you all around.